Hi, let's make Pokemon Ruby absolutely unplayable. First, head to the Jagged Pass and catch yourself a Spoink, which has a 20% encounter rate and a high catch rate, so shouldn't take too long. Train Spoink to level 36. Train it carefully after that, since it's just one battle away from leveling up to 37, where it learns the move Rest. I'm constantly checking Spoink after every battle to make sure this is done correctly. Next, head to the move deleter Lilycove City. Spoink must only know the move Psywave, so delete every other move. Before releasing all our Pokemon, which we're going to do in a bit, make sure to heal at the Softlock Pokemon Center and refrain from entering any Pokemon Center afterwards. This will be important. Next, it's time to release all our Pokemon. Generation 3 actually prevents the player from releasing their only remaining Surf user, but that can be worked around by leaving the Surf user in the daycare. But make sure Surf and Fly are split amongst two different users, for me being Kyogre and Wingull. Next, take your Fly user, Wingull in my case, and fly back to the move deleter to delete Fly, leaving us with no HM users available. Since we cannot enter any Pokemon centers, head to the Safari Zone west of Lilycove and use the storage system there to release Wingull. Now discard all items, TMs, and money at this point. The player is not to pick the Mark or Acrobat 2, which are optional items. Carefully make your way to Route 119. In my case, I rushed through the game and skipped many trainers, so this was a bit arduous. But once you've made it to 119, save and find an Oddish, which all know the move Poison Powder. We want to get Spoink poisoned. Once Spoink is poisoned, run away from the Oddish and head down to Route 118. Keep moving around the route, avoiding grass until Spoink is at one hit point, right next to any grass tile on the route. Save your game, and there you have it. This Pokemon Ruby save file is in quite the pathetic state. Let's look at it closer. Upon taking 3 steps, Spoink will faint, taking us back to the last Pokemon Center visited, which is in Pacific. Here we are forever trapped, since Spoink cannot learn Surf or Fly, and even if we had access to the optional fishing rods to catch Pokemon or trade Spoink, Pacific does not have a Pokemart to buy Pokeballs, and the player does not have any money, soft-locking the player in Pacific. Now the player can only hope for some encounters in Route 118. Here's me with the save state feature, trying for like 20 minutes to find an encounter, only to be quick attacked by an Electric. With this setup, how do we escape the Softlock now? Well, since we trained our Spoink to level 36, with less than 200 XP left to 37, where it learns the move Rest. If we can defeat one Pokemon, we will be able to heal with Rest on the next encounter, head to the Lilycove Harbor, and get our Surf user from the daycare. But to gain EXP from a Pokemon, you need to attack it, and Psywave is the only attacking move Spoink knows. So let's see how Psywave works in Generation 3. Psywave inflicts damage on the opponent based on this formula, where X can be any number between 0 and 1. And since damage is always a whole number, it's either 0 or 1. Hence, Psywave's damage is either half of the Pokemon's level or 1.5 times the level in HP. So if a level 100 Pokemon were to use Psywave, it deals either 50 or 150 HP. For the case of our level 36 Spoink, the maximum damage it can do is 54 HP. So KO a Pokemon with 54 or less HP, right? Well, let's look at Route 118's encounters. These are Route 118's grass encounters, since we only have access to the grass. The magic number here is 54, which eliminates Wingull, Linoone, Manectric, and Kecleon, since they always exceed 54 HP. Electric always knows Quick Attack, which it will always go for since it sees a kill on Spoink at 1 HP, which leaves us with Zigzagoon. Zigzagoon can either be level 24 or 26 on this route, with a 30% encounter rate, which leaves a 15% chance to get a level 24 Goon. I've already done some fieldwork and captured this level 24 Zigzagoon with exactly 54 HP. But to the unfamiliar, not every Pokemon of the same species and same level are similar. At least when it comes to wild Pokemon, the only relevant variable here are the Zigzagoon's IVs or individual value. IVs are a hidden variable that randomly influences the Pokemon statistic, with the random number being anything between 1 and 31. To illustrate this, I caught another level 24 Zigzagoon, which has an HP stat of 58, therefore has a higher HP IV value than the 54 HP Zigzagoon we saw earlier. Using an online IV calculator, we can see that the 54 HP Zigzagoon has a possible HP IV between 8 and 11, and the other Zigzagoon with 58 HP has possible IVs between 24 and 28. We are looking for a level 24 Zigzagoon with HP IVs lower than 9. Therefore, for Spoink to escape, all of the following need to occur in order. The player needs to find an encounter within 3 tiles, with each tile having a 91% chance to initiate a wild battle. A level 24 Zigzagoon must appear, which has a 15% encounter rate, since 50% of the 30% would be a level 26 Zigzagoon. We need a Zigzagoon with less than 9 HP IVs, which is about a 29.03% chance. We need Psywave to not miss and do max damage, with Psywave's 80% accuracy and 50% chance of max damage rounds out to 40. After this encounter, Spoink needs a follow-up encounter where it can use Rest safely, which eliminates Manectric, Electrike, Wingull, and Linoone, since they all have quick attack, about a 30.5%. This gives Spoink a mere 0.4% chance of escaping, including the follow-up encounter. Since the player can save after defeating the Zigzagoon, I've shown the probability for both. If I have overlooked something or if there's another escape method, put it down in the comments below, and thank you for watching.